if you're a therapist, a counselor, psychologist, social worker, or play therapist in private practice, and you're feeling a little bit stuck, lost, or confused, listen up, because this is going to solve that for you. Okay. So I know when you're trying to create a successful business, you can fall into the trap of doing more and more and more things, right? And it can look like you're working a lot longer hours, you're putting more effort and energy into the business, you're not seeing the results. You then start Googling things and you go off down rabbit holes, or maybe you even start getting, advice from your supervisor who perhaps is struggling with, her own private practice and getting it off the ground. And you might start to think, maybe I'm not cut out for this. Maybe I'm not smart enough. Maybe I'm not working hard enough. Maybe I just need to try harder. But here's the thing. You already are smart enough. We know that you already committed to going and getting your qualification. You did the assignments, you did the pracs, you did all of the things, and you achieved that qualification. So it's not that you're not smart enough, and it's not that you're not trying hard enough, and it's certainly not that you're not doing enough. Okay. Let's be honest, you were born to help other people. You were born to be a therapist, and that's what you've been trained in. You just haven't been trained in like the business side of things, and trying to do it all on your own and doing it without any support, let alone support from a business expert in private practice, just makes it so much more difficult. And that's exactly why I created Practice Momentum. Okay. It's a business program. It includes mentoring, consulting, and coaching. It's entirely one-to-one. And I personally guide you every step of the way through whatever the problem might be in the practice to getting it resolved, and then some. One of the things that I often find with clients that I work with is they started the private practice and they're running it with very wobbly foundations that could kind of go from under them at any minute. And it's not their fault. They just didn't know what foundations to put into place. So that's why when you start in the program, we begin with an assessment of your private practice, as well as looking at what you really want. And I don't just mean in terms of the bookings and the money and things like that. I want to know too, like in terms of the values that you have, the clients that you really want to work with, the way of working that fills your cup and doesn't drain you. And I want to help you create a model just for your private practice that gives you energy, that gives you financial abundance and financial freedom, and that calls in and magnetizes to your business the right clients for you at this point in time. So inside Momentum, it's a private one-on-one program with me for 12 months, and you have unlimited daily support with me on demand. As much as you want and need it, it's there for you. It fits in around your schedule. We don't have any 1 hour long Google Meets or Zooms, because I get that you're already busy. The last thing that you need is more of this. It's also not a course, and it's not a membership or a subscription. It's just you and me, baby. And we are going to get this done, and we're going to do it together. You're not doing it alone anymore. Now, over the course of Momentum and working with so many women in the program, of course, resources to support you have been created. And at the moment, that looks like a library where you can go in straight when you join. You can go in and you can start devouring all the goodies in there, okay? They're templates, they're scripts, it's a lot of done for you things, because I get how busy you already are. The last thing you need is to sit down and put pressure on yourself to try and create something, right? I'm going to give you the things that I've created that I use in my business that work, okay? So that we can collapse the time that it's going to take you to get from where you are now to where you really want to be, okay? So you've got that. There's also quarterly planning workshops that you can do with me. There's weekly reviews that we can do of anything that you might be working on, whether that's your policies that you might be working on or updating, whether it's updating copy for your website, your marketing, getting ready for that GP meet and greet, whatever it is, hiring a new team member. You also get exclusive access to Bonnie Iris, Abby, and Harmonia, which are 4 of my proprietary tools that I've created with love for you, that do things like help you plan out the week in terms of what you actually need to be focusing on week to week, that's going to shift the needle for you in your business, that will map out your marketing plan and give you the right strategy for your energy, the right strategy for your preferences, your likes and dislikes, and that's going to start generating better visibility, more reach for everything that you're doing in terms of the social media space, as well as do things like clear big money stories, money blocks that are stopping you from being able to not only attract it in, but hold it when it comes, the money and that financial flow, so that you can finally have some breathing space, right? Where you're not so stressed about the money, where you're getting better at letting it come to you and letting it flow from you, right? All those kinds of things. So here's the thing. You can continue to keep winging it, no problem, and feeling frustrated that you're not further along on the journey, that you're not further ahead, that you haven't got that success that you'd expected or hoped for or really craved deep down inside. So right now, I'm giving you this amazing opportunity to come into Practice Momentum for just $500 a month. Okay, so even without all those extra things, the daily, unlimited, on-demand support from a private practice business expert makes this a complete no-brainer. You have to agree. So I'm giving you the chance to not only create a beautiful soul-led, heart-led private practice that feels good because it aligns with your values, it's congruent with the way that you want to work and the people that you want to work with, but it's also going to give you back balance. Okay, something you probably don't have much of at the moment, but it's going to give you back balance, right? We want to restore that balance for you so that you have like demarcation between I'm working, I have time off. You'll be able to take time off from the business without the stress of, what am I going to do if I'm not there in the chair seeing clients, because that's how I'm producing income at the moment. And we're also going to create balance, if you want to, by looking beyond the one-to-one session model. We can create a model of private practice that's going to work just for you. So it's not just about creating a thriving, flourishing practice. It's about giving you all those things that you've deep down really been wanting, but secretly wondering if you could do it, if you could have it, if you were right to want these things. And I want you to know you can have them, you can do them. And if it's on your heart that you run your business a certain way and that you work with a certain type of clients, you experience a certain type of thing, then it's destined for you. Okay. So if you're really serious about doing this work, I would absolutely love to hear from you. And I know that there's going to be some of you watching that are thinking, well, I can go and Google maybe what she's saying, or I think I'll just keep on doing it on my own for now. You can, but I guess I want to ask you, like, how many more months or maybe even years are you willing to drag this out? It doesn't have to be like that. You can get the results that you want a lot more quickly. Just like one of the women in Momentum, she doubled her income within the first quarter, right? Within the first 90 days, she doubled her income. Somebody else in Momentum, all these stories you can read below, by the way. Somebody else, she increased her annual turnover by 58% using processes that I taught her and that I have here that I can share with you too, right? It's possible to have the things that you want. So yeah, if you're serious and you want to create the successful, in the way that you define success, private practice, let's do it. Click the button below, book time to speak with me so that I can, answer any questions that you might have. And we can go from there. I would love to have you inside, and I would love to show you just how easy it can be to bring this dream of yours that you have for helping people into reality. Thank you so much. Bye.